trying to make it all make sense.
The More You Know podcast.
There's certain aspects of our society that's becoming extremely selfish and inconsiderate due to the ease of accessibility and instantaneous forms of communication that we have. What I mean by this is at the end of the day, those are becoming more selfish with only thinking about their time and their part of any sort of getting together or interaction, rather than the interaction as a whole. This affects relationships, productivity, opportunity, as well as just being flat out inconsiderate. What is happening is the fact that we can send a text message or an email or a DM or call someone instantaneously and they'll receive it in their pocket on the other end. We feel as if it's acceptable to cancel plans and not follow through with decisions, choices, and things that we've said we'll do. Back in the day, and I sound like an old person, but if you were to say back in the day when my grandparents were my age or my parents were my age, this was not a possibility. And people were a lot more considerate regarding plans because they knew that they didn't want to leave somebody hanging out to dry and bail on somebody without them knowing it all. At this point where you're able to send them a text message or an email or something along those lines instantaneously, it now feels acceptable to bail on people. This is something that's not only inconsiderate but hinders people. People don't forget when you bail, and people keep that in mind when they think about you and think about interacting with you. People will believe that they can count on you less, and you'll also upset people. Whereas if you're to think about it the other way around, where you're focused on the consideration and sticking to your word, and if you make plans, you follow through with them in this almost old school way, you're going to impress people on a multitude of levels. Getting there early, always being reliable, and everything that goes along with that will be appreciated in comparison to most of society who is inconsiderate and selfishly focused on their time and their plans. This will help propel relationships regardless if they're business or personal or having to do with dating someone. It may not seem like a big deal, but the human being is still very much the same as they've always been, and with that being said, that means that they don't forget these things and they understand that they can't count on you in a way where your word is always reliable. I think this gets in a lot of the way of opportunities, relationships, and various interactions that you have. And no doubt, if you don't act in this way and you follow through on your word and your plans and what you say you're going to do, you're going to be way further ahead as far as opportunity, the level of connections built with those you interact with, and more.
I hope this talk makes a positive impact in your life. Please subscribe to the podcast wherever you are listening or watching it, check out other episodes, leave a review, and follow us on social media at More You Know Pod. Also, please don't forget about our sweepstakes. Retweet a clip with the hashtag #TheMoreYouKnow and new podcast from our Twitter for a chance to win a signed copy of my upcoming book, The More You Know, coming this fall. Tag 2 friends in the comments on a clip on Instagram for a chance to win a brand new copy of Dean Graziosi's Millionaire Mindset or Ed Milet's Max Out. Like us or share a clip on Facebook for a chance to win a book I have read that highly inspired me, signed by me with an inspirational message. Again, thank you for listening as we propel with podcasting through the more you know.
I'm just trying to make it all make sense.
The
More
You
Know
podcast.